Hello everyone. This is next topic of chapter 3. Name of the topic is Wheatstone Bridge. Wheatstone Bridge. It is one of the accurate arrangements to measure an unknown resistance. It consists of four resistances. One is variable resistor, second is unknown resistance, and remaining two are known resistances called ratio arms. It was developed by a British physicist, Sir Charles F. Wheatstone, so it is called Wheatstone Bridge. ये एक ऐसी अरेंजमेंट है जिसमें आप किसी अननोन रेजिस्टेंस को फाइंड कर सकते हैं एक्यूरेटली. इसमें टोटल 4 रेजिस्टेंसेस होती हैं. आउट ऑफ दीज 4 वन इज वेरिएबल रेजिस्टर जिसकी रेजिस्टेंस आप वेरी कर सकते हैं. वन इज अननोन रेजिस्टेंस जिसको आपने फाइंड करना होता है. और रिमेनिंग 2 आर नोन रेजिस्टेंसेस जिनकी वैल्यू हमें पता होती है, कॉल्ड रेशियो आर्म्स. उनको हम रेशियो आर्म्स कहते हैं. इस डिवाइस को ब्रिटिश फिजिस्ट चार्ल्स एफ व्हीटस्टोन ने डिज़ाइन किया था. सो इट इज़ कॉल्ड व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज. दिस इज द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज. The arrangement consists of 4 resistances P, Q, R and X. नेम आप अपने अकॉर्डिंग दे सकते हैं इन 4 रेजिस्टेंसेस को. ए गल्वेनोमीटर G, ए टैपिंग की S2, a battery and a one-way key S1 are connected as shown in figure. इसमें टोटल 4 रेजिस्टेंसेस होती हैं जिनको आप इस तरह से नॉर्मली क्वाड्रिलेटरल फॉर्म में आप कनेक्ट करते हैं, जिसमें 2 डायगोनल पॉइंट्स पे एक डायगोनल में आप गल्वेनोमीटर और टैपिंग की कनेक्ट करते हैं और दूसरे डायगोनल में आप सेल और बैटरी अलॉन्ग विद वन वे की. द रेजिस्टेंसेस P एंड Q आर नॉन रेजिस्टेंसेस. इसमें इस डायग्राम में सी केयरफुली, जो रेजिस्टेंसेस P एंड Q हैं दे आर नॉन रेजिस्टेंसेस कॉल्ड रेशियो आर्म्स. X is unknown resistance and R is a resistance box whose value is so adjusted that galvanometer gives no deflection when Wheatstone bridge is said to be balanced. आप रेजिस्टेंस बॉक्स की वैल्यू को इस तरह से एडजस्ट करते हैं कि गल्वेनोमीटर आर्म में कोई करंट नहीं होता. करंट इन गल्वेनोमीटर विल बी 0. दिस इज द डायग्राम ऑफ Wheatstone bridge. Here also 4 resistances are used, P, Q, R and S. One is battery is connected along AC and galvanometer is connected along BD. This is the current drawn I from the source. Then it reaches point A. A point पे हम junction rule apply करेंगे. There are 2 paths. One is towards P and one is towards R. Let us suppose current moving towards P is I1, then current moving towards R will be I minus I1. Then I1 reaches point B. Now we will apply junction rule again at point B. Suppose current in galvanometer is Ig, then current through resistance Q will be I1 minus Ig. Then again we will apply junction rule at point D. Current coming from resistance R is I minus I1 and current coming from point B towards D is Ig. Then net current at point D which will go towards resistance S will be I minus I1 plus Ig. Then again we will apply junction rule at point C. Then net current at point C moving towards the battery will be I. This is a loop 1 A B D A. This is another loop B C D B. This thing we have done. We have applied Kirchhoff's junction rule to assume current in different arms. Apply Kirchhoff's loop rule for the loop A B D A. Now starting from point A, moving towards point B. Current is I1. As we are moving from higher potential to lower potential, so it is taken as positive. Then it will be I1 into P. Then we will move from B to D. Current is Ig and resistance is capital G. Again we are moving in the direction of current, so it is taken as positive, because we know that when we move from higher potential to lower potential, it is taken as positive. Then it will be Ig into capital G. Then we will move from D to A. Now we are moving opposite to the flow of current. Then it is taken as negative, because now we are moving from lower potential to higher potential. Then it will be minus into I minus I1 into R, and net summation of all these potential differences will be equal to 0. So this is the equation. Again I am explaining. We will move along A, B, D, A. First we talk about AB. When we will move from A to B, we are moving along the direction of current. It means we are moving from higher potential to lower potential. So it is taken as positive. Then I1 into P. Next, now we will move from B to D. Again we are moving along the direction of current. Then it is taken as positive. So plus Ig into G. Now we will move from D to A, opposite to the flow of current, so it is taken as negative, minus I minus I1 into R is equal to 0. This is the same circuit. Now we have chosen the next loop. Loop B, C, D, B. Starting from point B, we will move towards C along the direction of current. So it is taken as positive. So I1 minus Ig into Q. Then we will move from C to D, opposite to the flow of current. So it is taken as negative. So minus I minus I1 plus Ig into S. Then we will move from D to B, again opposite to the flow of current. So it is taken as negative. Minus Ig into G is equal to 0. When Ig is equal to 0, ब्रिज इज सेट टू बी बैलेंस्ड. ये चीज हम पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि वैल्यू ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस बॉक्स इज सो एडजस्टेड दैट देयर इज नो करंट थ्रू द गैल्वेनोमीटर. So Ig will be equal to 0. This condition is called balanced Wheatstone bridge condition, when there is no current in the galvanometer. We have obtained two equations. One is from loop A, B, D, A, and another is from B, C, D, B. Now put the value of Ig is equal to 0 in both these two equations. We will get I1 dot P is equal to I minus I1 into R. From second equation, I1 into Q is equal to I minus I1 into S. Now divide these two equations. We will get I1 से I1 cancel हो जाएगा, I minus I1 से I minus I1 cancel हो जाएगा. We will get P upon Q is equal to R upon S. Sensitivity of Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge is said to be more sensitive if galvanometer shows large deflection with a small change in resistance. यदि आप रेजिस्टेंस को थोड़ा सा भी चेंज करते हैं और गैल्वेनोमीटर लार्ज डिफ्लेक्शन शो करता है, देन वी से दैट व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज इज वेरी सेंसिटिव. व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज इज मोर सेंसिटिव इफ all resistances are of same order, relative positions of battery and galvanometer. The resistance of higher value should be connected in series with unknown resistance. तो इसकी सेंसिटिविटी बैटरी और गैल्वेनोमीटर की पोजीशंस पे भी डिपेंड करती है. वी नो दैट in along the one diagonal we have to apply galvanometer and along another diagonal we have to apply battery. So resistance of higher value should be connected in series with unknown resistance to make the Wheatstone bridge more sensitive. Advantages of Wheatstone bridge. First one, it is a null method. So, internal resistance of cell and resistance of galvanometer do not affect the null point. ये एक null method है जिसमें सेल और बैटरी यू कैन से कि इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस मैटर नहीं करती, जिसको हम इक्वेशन में इन्वॉल्व नहीं करते, फाइनल रिजल्ट में इसकी इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं है. And there is no role of resistance of galvanometer because there is no current drawn from through the galvanometer when it is balanced. Next one, as there is no use of voltmeter and ammeter, so measured resistance is more accurate. जब आप वोल्ट मीटर और एम मीटर का यूज करके रेजिस्टेंस मेजर करते हैं तो उसमें एक्यूरेसी थोड़ी सी कम होती है, बिकॉज बोथ ड्रॉ द करंट एंड बोथ हैव देयर ओन रेजिस्टेंसेस. The accuracy can be further increased by increasing the value of P and Q. In null method, it is easier to detect a small change in deflection in galvanometer than to read a deflection in galvanometer correctly. इसमें हमें सिर्फ डिफ्लेक्शन देखनी होती है हल्की सी, हमें उसको रीड नहीं करना होता. ओके, सो डिफ्लेक्शन को चेक करना इजियर है एज कंपेयर टू टेक ए रीडिंग इन द डिफ्लेक्शन इन द galvanometer correctly. This is the Wheatstone bridge. Key points regarding Wheatstone bridge. First point, in case of balanced Wheatstone bridge, resistance in arm BD is ineffective and not considered. As we know that there is no current in the galvanometer, so whatever the resistance of galvanometer is, we will not take into account. If there is no current through the galvanometer, then Ig is equal to 0. Why there is no current? Because potential at point B and potential at point D will be equal. So VB is equal to VD. These things you will use in numericals. Next, when cell is connected between B and D. In this given figure, cell is connected between AC and galvanometer is connected between BD. When cell is connected between AC, so potential at B and D will be equal. And if cell is connected between B and D, so potential at point A and C will be equal. Hence, VA is equal to VC if cell is connected between B and D. And the condition of balance point remain the same. The slide wire bridge is practical application of Wheatstone bridge, which we will discuss later on. This is the same diagram. It is not suitable to measure very high and very low resistances. The total resistance of the circuit is given by, as we know that there is no current through the galvanometer, Ig is equal to 0. So this arm is not considered. Whatever the resistance will be there along BD, we will not take it into account. So the resistances P and Q will be in series. Net resistance will be P plus Q. Similarly, resistance R and X will be in series. So net resistance of this part is R plus X. And then combination of these will be in parallel. P plus Q will be in parallel with R plus X. So we will apply the parallel formula, and net resistance of the given circuit is P plus Q into R plus X upon P plus Q plus R plus X. We have studied earlier, whenever there are two resistances in parallel, then net resistance will be equal to their product divided by their sum. The cell arm A S1 EC, E stands for EMF of the battery, and galvanometer arm B S2D are interchangeable, so they are known as conjugate arms of the bridge. This is the same diagram. To avoid inductive effects, battery key S1 should be pressed first and galvanometer key S2 afterwards. As it is clear from the figure that there are two keys, S1 and S2. S1 is along with battery and S2 is along with galvanometer. So key S1 should be pressed first and S2 afterwards to avoid the inductive effects. But dear students, in some other diagrams you will not find these these keys. This is a question. Name any two practical applications of Wheatstone bridge. First one, to find the unknown resistance. Second one, to find the unknown temperature. How can we find the resistance? How can we find the temperature? This is the next topic. Thank you. Have a nice day.